Okay guys, I think we just came across the best strategy how to get the most candies during the spooky event festival. What you gotta do is you gotta have a friend who's willing to sacrifice. And as you guys can see, when your friend sacrifices, there's gonna be plenty of Enderman to kill constantly. And as you guys can see, we're getting so much candy right now. Right now we have a stack and a half of green candy and 24 purple candy. This is definitely one of the best strategies by far. And I think the end is the winner for the spooky fest. So when the spooky fest happens, what you gotta do is you gotta kill monsters on public islands such as this one right here, or deep caverns, or blazing fortress, whatever it may be. But I think the winner is the end, because as you guys can see, you can pretty much spawn in monsters when somebody throws up ender pearls. And when somebody does throw up ender pearls, as you guys can see, well, endermen start spawning. And well, this is by far the fastest strategy. We're also going to be discussing the best areas for beginners or people who are pretty OP. So this is a video for everyone, and even people who have been playing for half a decent time. They're still not too OP, but kind of OP. I'm going to show you guys the best spots for everything. Okay, so I hope you guys are excited for this. And anyways, without further ado, let's get today's episode started. And here we go. Hey yo, what is up ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Owner, and today we're here with another Hypixel Skyblock video. And today we are going to be discussing how to get the most candy during the spooky fest. As you guys know, the first spooky fest just occurred, and I went actually ahead and tried out different strategies and seeing how's the best way to get the most candy. And in today's video, like I already mentioned, we're going to be looking at the best areas for beginners, intermediate, and more advanced. So I hope you guys are excited. I'm gonna leave on the screen right now timestamps so you guys can go ahead and skip ahead into these areas. But anyways, I'm very excited to show you guys these strategies, because these strategies actually turn out to work very well into our favor. And you can get purple candy and green candy now, which are the two candies that you can be using at the shop right behind us, which is right there. First of all, I want to quickly mention that if you guys have any candy, go ahead and try to purchase yourself candy artifact, candy talisman, and a candy ring, because they will actually give you a pretty big boost on getting more candy, or pretty much dropping more candy. Now this is something that I didn't personally use during this first spooky fest because I wasn't familiar with this, but these are like a must-have items, because you're going to be actually increasing your percentage of getting more candy enormously, and that's going to speed you up a lot. So as you guys can see, candy ring actually gives you 10% extra, this gives you 15% extra, and this gives you 5% extra, so you can pretty much get 40% extra candy. Not only that, but you can also put your little reforges on it so you can get more crit chance and crit damage. But anyways, I think without further ado, let's just get today's video started, and here we go. Okay, so the first strategy, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the beginner friendly one. Now the beginner friendly one is super simple, and you don't really need any good armor. However, I would highly recommend to get a decent bow. I'm personally gonna be using the Runin's bow, but if you can have a hurricane bow or anything like this, it's gonna help you out, because this area just needs a bow. And this is the deep caverns. As you guys know, during this event, it's gonna be lasting 1 hour, and you wanna make sure that you get the most kills possible. So we're gonna go ahead and actually use the slime hill. Now you can actually use the obsidian sanctuary diamond reserve as well, but the slime hill usually has plenty of mobs around, and what you want to go ahead and do is just kill the mobs down here. You're going to be getting quite a few kills pretty fast, and you're going to be receiving quite a bit of candy from this. Now this is very simple to do. As you guys can see, we're literally taking no damage. Even if I'm without armor, I'm not going to be dying down here, because, well, the mobs are not just going to get close to us if we're going to spam the bow. Now in order to do this, you do need to have a little bit decent bow, but as you guys can see, you don't really need to worry about your defenses. You don't need to worry about these big guys unless they spawn into you. They're a little bit harder to kill with your sword because their hitboxes are a little bit messed up, but other than that, if you have a bow, you run around here, you should be fine, and you should be taking actually any damage if you're going to be careful enough and if you spam your bow regularly. But as you guys can see, there's plenty of mobs around here. You just want to run around in circles, and also make sure that you find a lobby that's empty enough, because during the Spook Fest, most of the areas are very crowded. But yeah, this is the beginner strategy, very simple. You can try out different levels as well. For me, it seemed like Slime Hill was the best with the most mobs. It's either because maybe not that many people spend time down here, or everyone is killing at the bottom levels. But this definitely was one of the best spots in my opinion. As you guys can see, we don't really need any armor because we took 0 damage so far. Like I said, unless they spawn into you, that's a different story, but you shouldn't really worry about dying down here too much. And yeah, but anyways, let's move on to different areas. Alrighty, so now we're at the next area, and honestly, I wouldn't know how to level this area. It's kind of intermediate, kind of hard, but this is definitely the best spot where to go to kill the most mobs, because as you guys can see, well, they're all around here, plenty of mobs. Now, they might be a little bit hard to kill, but if you are at the top levels, as you guys can see, their health is 4,500, while at the bottom, their health is 9,000. So if you run up here, I would say this is the intermediate area, and at the bottom, it's the hard area. Now, in this area, you have 2 different strategies, and I'm gonna talk about the easier one at first, which you can do completely solo, and that is you running around and killing the mobs. Another thing that would come in handy is the spicy rogue sword, because you can get a little bit of speed, you can run around a little bit faster, meaning you can kill them faster, which is very good, and you don't really have to worry about taking too much damage from them, which is also good. But if you have plenty of speed, you're gonna get a lot of kills down here, and there are some spots where it's just so much Enderman. You just gotta run around and find those spots. Like this spot right here seems like a lot of Enderman, and you will find definitely lots of good spots to kill them. Now keep in mind that the end is right now the most popular spot for everyone to kill here, so you're definitely not gonna see this many Endermen unless you get super lucky with your lobby. But just run around, try to be the fastest to get to them. Now you may use the rogue sword or some set that gives you some speed, because you definitely need to be fast down here to get the most kills, because like I mentioned, there's gonna be a lot of people running around and killing just like yourself. So make sure that you have like the speed advantage and a good sword. Maybe drink strength 5 and critical free potions while you're at it, and you're gonna get plenty of kills. So this is something that I first did when the Spooky Fest began. I just quickly grabbed my rogue sword, I started running down here, and that's the way I got most of my candy. I think I got about 150 candy while I was down here. Which I would say was pretty decent for a short period of time, and we did all of that solo. So I mean, you didn't need anybody's help. I never died down here, but I do have to keep in mind that, you know, my defense is much higher than most people's maybe. Just make sure you don't have too much coins in your purse and you should be good. But anyways, this is the intermediate area and intermediate strategy, which you can do completely solo, and now we're gonna move on to the hard one. Alrighty guys, so we have just jumped down here, and this is the hard area, I guess. Now you can do this strategy actually at the up there as well. You don't need to necessarily do it down here because they're a little bit stronger, but you should still be able to one-tap them if you have a good sword. Anyways, the strategy is pretty much getting a second friend and who will literally just spam this. Now I'm gonna just demonstrate this to you guys. We're most likely gonna die, but this is what you're gonna do. You're just gonna keep jumping up and down, and then your friend can kill these Endermen right here, and this is the best strategy to go. Just get here and just keep throwing them, and that's it, boys. That's it. That's all you gotta do, and you can get yourself plenty of kills with a friend. You can do this solo as well, I guess, but it's just faster if you have a friend doing this. And that is why this strategy is considered harder, because number one, you need a little bit stronger sword to one-tap them unless you are going to use potions, and you will need somebody to actually help you with it, because then it's going to be much faster. And that's why I consider this strategy harder, because you can't really do it solo. You got to have somebody doing it with you, and maybe some people don't really agree to it, so you just got to find a good teammate who's willing to sacrifice themselves to do this. And maybe you can like split up the time that somebody's going to do it for 30 minutes, and then you're gonna do it for 30 minutes, and I think that's the best way to go. So find yourself a teammate. And there we go, the event has ended, and our position was 4,251, which is really good. So we did actually receive a spooky pie, which is really cool, and 25,000 coins. But this was definitely very interesting. We got only 304 candy. Now, unfortunately, I myself didn't start this strategy out too soon. I think if I started out with this strategy straight away, I think we could have gotten much more candy. Because, well, I started this strategy and I think we did this for about 10 to 15 minutes only. Yeah, because I was experimenting different areas, but we got ourselves 304 candy, which is still better than nothing. And it's kind of cool that we got to the top 5,000. I think everyone was participating in it. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's go grab the spooky pie and the 25,000 coins. There we go. And let's go quickly warp hub and let's go check out the shop real quick as well. So yeah, alrighty, so we're gonna go to this sphere guy right here and let's see what we can actually purchase with this candy right here. We can buy a trick-or-treat bag for just 1 green candy, I guess. There we go. We can buy spirit potion, candy talisman. We definitely need this right here. Oh my god, increase candy by 5%. Nice, that's really good actually. And I didn't know that they actually added another talisman. That means we can actually get it into godly, so we can actually have more crit chance at crit damage, which is really awesome. We can also buy ourselves a bat ring, which is another thing that we can reforge, which is really exciting. A candy ring as well. Oh my god, there's actually so many good things. But this is super cool. And oh my god, there's also a candy artifact. But we can also get ourselves spooky armor, which is really cool. Bat artifact. Oh my god, there's so many artifacts now. This is insane. I think we're gonna get ourselves the candy artifact because obviously it's good. So we can get ourselves more candy next time. But oh my god, this is really exciting that they got this update going through. I didn't think that the spooky festival is gonna be this exciting at first, but anyways, there we go. We got ourselves the candy artifact, so let's freaking go on that. And I almost spent all my purple candy, so GG on that. Let's buy another candy talisman and then let's make that. No, I can't. I'm already running out of in-game money. Okay, this is insane though, like so many cool things. I hope I purchased the right things. I mean, definitely we needed this candy artifact, and if we have these two combined, we're gonna be getting 20% more candy, which is really good. And I wish that I knew about this more, because I should have looked at the market first, and we could have come here quickly buy it at some point. But next time we know to do this. And I also want to get myself the candy ring. Yeah, but I can imagine that these candies go for so much on the AH now. If you guys are looking to make bank on the server, just go ahead and start selling candy. I'm sure that people are gonna pay a lot for it. Let's see if there's any candy on the AH already. None so far, so why not to be the first people to actually put some candy up in here. And let's see how much people are gonna bid on this. I'm gonna put it only for 1 hour, and we're gonna put 8 candy. And in the next video, you guys are gonna find out how much we're gonna make from the candy. But I think this is definitely a good strategy to make some in-game money. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. We're gonna end it here. That was actually a pretty good strategy, I would say. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below which area you like the most and why. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next one, and a peace out.